things are getting much better, but I always wonder when I went to church on Sundays. I've always been one to, I'm not just a boxer. I do a lot of reading, a lot of studying. I ask questions. I travel these countries. I watch how their people live, and I learn. And I always ask my mother, I said, Mother, how come is everything white? I said, why is Jesus white with blonde hair and blue eyes? Why is the Lord's Supper all white men? Angels are white. Who? And Mary and even the angels. I said, Mother, when we die, do we go to heaven? She said, naturally we go to heaven. I said, but what happened to all the black angels they took the pictures? I said, oh, I know. If the white folks was in heaven too, then the black angels were in the kitchen preparing the milk and honey. I said, listen, you quit saying that. Well, I was always curious, and I always wondered why I had to die to go to heaven. Why I couldn't have pretty cars and good money and nice homes now? Why do I have to wait till I die to get milk and honey? And I said, Mama, I don't want no milk and honey. I like steaks and I said, milk and honey is a laxative anyway. Did they have a lot of bathrooms in heaven? So anyway, I was always curious. I always wondered why. You know, Tarzan is the king of the jungle in Africa. He was white.
Look, there's two reasons. There's two reasons why a young man will join combat sport, whatever the discipline, is to be able to defend themselves in a situation, to give them confidence in a situation that they are able to defend themselves, or they are born into it, or their dad does, or their granddad does, or whatever. But you best believe their dad or their granddad, they were reason one, you know. And I was reason one. I was the little skinny guy, the little small, skinny, handsome guy, stealing all the girls. But and that was it. I just situations happened for me, you know, where people, I just got into situations and I was afraid, and I was just a little scared kid, basically, you know. I used to walk home from school. I was this group of people that I used to keep having to walk by on my own, you know, and they'd chase me and start trying to attack me, you know what I mean? So I eventually went home, emptied out my school books, and I used to have, this sounds funny now, it sounds stupid now, you know, I used to have a little set of bicep or dumbbells, yeah. So I used to be at home doing my bicep curls, thinking I was going to get big, but eventually I screwed off the weights, and I just put the bar in my bag. I took out all my school books and put the bar in the bag, and I left the zip open. You know what I mean? I left it open, and I had my plan. The plan was to whip it. Go on. Honestly, look, if I came across them, the plan was to just take the. I even practiced it, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? It sounds stupid now looking back, but I was just a little scared kid. You know, I practiced how I'd take it out, what I would do. I didn't want to hurt no one because it was a solid steel bar. I used to have a punch bag out the back, and instead of punching it, I used to hit it with the bar. I just wanted to do enough so I could escape. You know what I mean? And that was my mindset, and it still is to this day. Yeah. I can't walk up to it, even now in the spotlight. I can't walk up. If I see a group of people or something, I'm just aware of everything. I have a self-defense mind, and it's just something that's with me all my life.